Hello, hello, hello. So we're going to pick up where we left off in the last lesson. We used the mid formula to extract the model number from our phones in column B. The problem was by hard coding in the number where we start with mid, the second argument is the start number. The eighth character was the spot to start in row 2 and in row 3, but in row 4, the eighth character is the middle of iPhone. So what we need to do now is find a dynamic way of generating our start number. So we only start where the model number is inside of the cell. So to do that, we're going to use a formula called search. And so search is cool because it's going to search for something, whatever we tell it, and it will return the number within the text box or within the cell where that exists. So that works perfectly for us because we want to find the number where the model number is going to start. So in this case, what we're going to search for, and our first argument will be find text. So this is what we're searching for, is we're not going to search for the model number because we don't know what the model number is. Instead, we're going to search for iPhone. And the reason why iPhone can be spelled a couple different ways, or at least capitalized a couple different ways, not spelled, is we're using search as it's not case sensitive. Excel has another formula called find that does the exact same thing as search. Unfortunately, it is case sensitive. So if case is important to you, use find. If it's not, like it's not in our case, iPhone, all caps, iPhone, lower caps, iPhone, kind of camel case like this, they're all the same to us. So we're going to look for iPhone. The next argument is within text, which we should recognize. We're just going to click that cell again, the name of the product. And then we're going to close this off. So now we have our search formula. Unfortunately, this isn't going to quite work. So what happened here is it searched for iPhone. It found it at position, in this case, position 1, position 2, and then here in position 4. So it is working, but it's returning the number at the beginning of the string rather than what we want, which is at the end plus a space. So in our case, what we're going to do here now is we're going to come outside of the search formula, where this is in the start number argument. So right now our start number argument is the search formula. And I'm going to add 7 characters to it. Why 7? Well, what we're seeing from this pattern is iPhone has 6 characters, and then there's a 7th space. So our model number will begin on the 8th space after iPhone starts. So we'll say, okay, if you're now at whatever position you find iPhone, add 7 characters to it, and we have our model number. So now when we go to row 4, we can see that where previously when we hard-coded in space 8, we didn't get model number 6. Now we have model number 6 because we're going to start at 7 spaces after the first instance of iPhone. Wherever iPhone shows up, we will start there. Now, unfortunately, or the next step, and we'll cover this in the next video, is you'll see here we have some errors, right? Some value errors. And that's because we hit some cells that don't have iPhone in it. If iPhone doesn't show up in the cell, the search formula will return an error. Now, we're okay with that to a certain extent because we're only looking for iPhones in this case. But we want to make sure that we're not returning errors in our formulas because it can throw off subsequent formulas that we may base on this column. So we're going to show an easy way of how we can catch those errors and return something else, a standardized value that can help us. Or we could add more formulas if we wanted to go deeper. In the next lesson, we'll talk about how to catch these errors so that we can standardize this column and have consistent values across all of our cells. So until next time, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in a little bit to cover how to handle errors within they'll work for any formula, but in our case, we're going to use it within mid and search.